Good morning, everyone. Namaste. We're going to call in Archangel Michael to clear, cleanse the space, fall negative and lower vibrations, placing the white light of protection on us with his blue seal. We're also going to call in Serapis Bay because we're going to be reading out of my Ascension. It's the story of the soul's acceleration on the path to initiation. And we're still on chapter 1, the reality of inner walk with God. And it states, "It is not clearly recorded that upon the tree of life 12 manners of fruit should appear. And it is not recorded that when the Master Jesus anointed the eyes of the blind man, the first impression was, 'I see men as trees walking.' What is the mystery then of the spinal tree behind the spine, the sympathetic nervous system, and the ganglionic trunks over which the flow of currents of immortal life? How the deathless soul body fabricated from the spun substance of the wedding garment? Does this not all come from the alchemy of the self? In a very real sense, did not God ordain that every man should become his own savior?" Absolutely, guys. We are not talking about the partly mortal flesh and blood. We are talking about the infinite man. We are talking about the God man, the presence of life, the individualized reality of every soul. The presence of God individualized as a true being in that I am. That is the flaming spirit, birthless, uncreated and yet creating, that spoke to Moses out of the flaming fire in the bush, saying, "That I am." The mystery of the ascension that is attained by partaking in the tree of life and the 12 manner of fruit thereof. It is attained in realization of the real man. Men do not gather grass or thistles, no matter how many wolves may parade in sheep clothing, seeing forth high-sounding phrases which become no more than a tinkling cymbal. The law of God cannot be broken with impunity. The watermarks of a man's rebellion and confusion rise high in the astral records, signifying man's lack of emotional control. Some have met with their lieutenants or directors at Luxor, who greet the young neophytes as they arrive. Some have commented on how they termed the lack of feeling, the lack of emotions, and even the lack of love are representing. They have not understood that love is just a feeling, an emoting that desires to swallow up the object of its affection. Those who have hollow space understand that why planets are placed in orbit, allowing, I'm not even gonna attempt that word, I'm just gonna leave it at, for each orb to circulate in the dignity of self-manifestation. True love is love, for God's flame holds no other desire save the expectations of the amplification of the flame as a tangible divine feeling that sweeps the world pure and clean with the flashing water of the word invincible. So I'm gonna leave it at that. That's like so much information to absorb and obtain, but I understand it. And you know, you are supposed to be your own savior. Nobody came down and saved me. I had to do all the work. The first and foremost step, I didn't do this because this took years for me to learn and grasp. But if I had to go back, the first and foremost step that I would have took is to surrender to God. Let him know that you're setting the intention to heal yourself. Let him know that you surrender to him in the process and you welcome in the aid of him and your team of light. And again, it's not going to be the easiest, quickest thing, but because people like me have done the work, it's not going to be as difficult for you as it was for me. Mine took like 4 years. Your probably will take like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. But as long as you surrender to the process, understand that it's all working out for your best and your highest good. Even the horrific things that occur are really just trying to get you to the quickest route to where you need to be. It might not seem like it at the time, but now looking back on my journey, that's exactly what I understand it all to be. They were just getting me where I need to go. The losing of my job, all that was just getting me where I needed to go. So I hope this helps. I love you all. Have a blessed day, and namaste.